Greetings.
London is the place for me.
Speak your mind. What's your business? Patience is key, for the quest continues.
I hope they were rich. I like fighting rich folk.
How'd you do?
Need something? It's about time. There's been too much confusion around this fire. It must be stamped out. While I'm certainly not shy about making their involvement in the fire known, I think they're good people at heart. They're just stubborn. They know that land is ours. We moved into the area and claimed it weeks before they even arrived. And they think just because they helped build this place that we owed them. They received banquets of food in return. More than fair. This was the early days of Camelot, nearly 8 years ago. They could have starved without our generosity. I was preparing dinner for my family. I do terrific venison stew. Here, have a can. Harold Bailey himself, I suspect. Or maybe his father. I doubt he would have gotten any of his boys to do it. Who else would do it? If you have any evidence to the contrary, then fair enough. I'll put a sock in it. But I don't know anyone else with a motive. Very well. I'm not sure. I'll be honest, what my brother did was regrettable. John and the boy weren't partners feud, or at least they shouldn't have been. Being knights of Camelot, they live, or lived, at the castle. Seems they had a feud of their own after the fire, a microcosm of conflict. It's unfortunate it escalated. I almost lost my Mary last year to illness. I can't imagine the pain Harold must be going through. Whatever he did, no one deserves that. Let's see.
Why didn't God give Radstags 2 bodies instead of 2 heads? That's the bit we don't eat. For sure, go for it. I bet it was the Baileys. They most likely discovered fire for the first time in their lineage and got carried away. I'm Mary, Camelot's greatest huntress. I've perfected the art. My cousin Damien's pretty good, I don't doubt it. But I'm the best there is. Don't be a stranger.
Hey. Those Baileys couldn't stand to leave a nice woods be. They had to chop it all down for the sake of materialistic things like chairs. They didn't get their way, so they burnt it down. I'm Sarah. The rest of my family are hunters, but I know better. The animals feel pain just as we do. They act like I'm some kind of revolutionary. Later.
How'd you do? Then what are you doing here? It's the Baileys you should be questioning. I'm Damien. I'm a hunter by trade. My dad and my uncle taught me everything I know. I also help my mum out with her work while Dad's busy with his nightly duties. Goodbye.
What's up? I see. Be careful out there. The Baileys are loose cannons. I'm a seamstress. Have been all my life. I make gambesons and the like for the Camelot army. Take care.
Hello there. Good. The truth about this fire will prove our innocence. They were nice enough at first. We even helped build that treehouse of theirs, but they quickly revealed their true colors.
That land is rightfully ours. It's on our side of the walkway. Stopping our field at some arbitrary line is ridiculous.
They have the entire woods to hunt in. Do you know how much additional manpower it takes to haul wood long distance? I used to think they were just stubborn. Now I know it's something more malicious. After what they did to my son, I'll never forgive them. Listening to the radio. I always tune into Nigel's show in the evenings. I'd almost drifted off in my chair when the smoke got me up. I thought the whole forest was gonna burn down. We managed to stop the spread with the water from the pond. Of course he does. Look, I know this fire doesn't look good for us. It mostly being their land. But I promise you, it wasn't us. The Fletchers are conniving. They know if we ever did something like that, we'd face sanctions. Most likely, they'd get their half of the land back. The Fletchers. I don't have any evidence, but I know it was them. That may not be good enough for the Round Table, but it's good enough for me. They're criminals. No worries. Wood, tools, and...
Sorry, can't talk right now.
Can I help you? Yeah? Good. Not sure who done it myself. All I know is that my brother shouldn't have died over some poxy forest. He had an accident, that's all. A tree fell on me. Hazard of the trade. I'm Ryan Bailey. Not much to say, really. I don't get up to much. I work hard, and I keep my head down. Are you? You round table lot could have stopped it. But you didn't. You just stood and watched it happen. Bye.
Need help? Hello, sir. Name's Timothy, or Timmy for short. Saw the fire with me own eyes, I did. Thought the old forest was a goner till it started chucking down. Could be I can help with your investigation. Always fancied a career in sleuthing. I watched you snooping round like a prat, that's why. Harold and Susan, but I just call them Mum and Dad. I'm their youngest. Up to what? I just want to help with the investigation, that's all. Thanks. I try not to think about it. Me and me older brother Ryan looked up to Thomas. Well, since I don't fancy digging round in the mud for clues, I can do you one better. I saw a bloke light the fire that night. I didn't see his mug. I was watching from the lumberyard, but he was suited up like a Camelot knight. He ran off to the old shack over there. I didn't follow him or nothing. I'm not supposed to go out on my own. So, did I crack the case or what? No worries. I'm always glad to lend a hand to those in need.
mates know stuff about their mates and stuff. Or at least that's how I've seen mates act. Like how mates know each other's favourite colour and that. Just friend stuff, you know. No, I mean, yes, I do. But that was just an example. I just feel like you should know more about me and stuff. Like how there's a real reason why I wanted to get out of my gym so bad. I started feeling a certain way down there that I've felt before. Have you ever felt like something punched a hole in your chest? And no matter what you do, it keeps getting bigger. Like all you know how to do is punch, but punching the way you're punching is only reminding you of when punching made you feel sad and scared, and you're stuck punching that way anyway. And then it feels like there's no way out, and that hole in your chest just keeps getting bigger and bigger until it swallows everything. Does this make any sense to you? Probably not. I must sound stupid. Yeah, I guess that is what it is. That sounds about right. But there's more to it. When I first started punching as a kid, I did it out of fear. Fear of bullies at first. But later, fear of survival. I did things I never think about, because they make me feel that way again. Being stuck down in that basement gym, punching people, hurting people, that don't deserve it for no good reason. It took me back to a dark place. The last time I felt that, Oh God. Never mind. I don't think I should say. Okay. I think I can, too. Well, that feeling got so bad, I'd do anything to make it stop. So I did the only thing I could think of. I tried to hang myself from the biggest tree I could find. But I'm so big and stupid, I couldn't even do that right. When I was gasping for my last breaths, I heard a loud snapping sound and I blacked out. I woke up on the ground with a big bruise and a broken noose around my neck. And I never took it off. Talk to who? I had no mates, no family. Nobody cares what a big, scary monster like me feels. I just had to make it stop. I didn't know what else to do. But I thought you should know that since we're mates and all, ever since I joined up with you, I feel a lot better. There's something about punching alongside your mate that feels right. Like I'm punching for the right reasons. Aye. So let's get back to it. You're taking that? You're cool, boss. The hair on my knuckles standing up in here. Listen. Hit me!
Ever vigilant.
How goes the investigation? Leave no stone unturned. How goes the investigation? Go on. Good.
I lag! Can I help you? He had an accident, that's all. Oh shit. It's not what it looks like. At least, it didn't happen the way you think. Please, just let me explain. It was an accident. Me and Timmy were sneaking off to the tavern that night. We wanted to surprise Thomas. One of those bleeding radstags came out of nowhere and rammed right into my leg. I didn't even notice I dropped the lantern. We ran off, and Timothy went to get me some bandages. By the time he came back, the fire started. Please, tell Arthur the whole truth. Make him understand.
Ever vigilant.
Could you build me some new gloves?
How goes the investigation? Go on. As I unfortunately suspected. I was so sure this was about the land. I didn't think Harold and Edward could both be wrong. What exactly happened? Those poor boys. The guilt they must be feeling over their brother. Terrible. I'll have a talk with them. Consider the matter dealt with. I know Edward Fletcher. He's not one to demand sanctions over the mistakes of two boys. And Harold? Well, I'll talk with him too. I asked for the truth and you gave it to me. Now I must act on it. I shall be glad to settle this dispute amicably. Thank you. You've done well, and proven yourself worthy of Camelot. From this day forth, this land is your land. You shall defend it as your own. I bestow upon you the rank of sergeant. May you serve it well. Now, I had questions if we ever cross paths. Questions about our new head of the civil service, Smythe. Guinevere, our agent in Westminster, has been looking into them for years, but they remain elusive. Who are they? I see. That's some alarming intel. How did you come by it? Rough. I imagine that trail led you to Westminster. But who let you in? Few have the privilege to come and go. Curious. I assume that meeting never happened, judging by your prompt incarceration. After you escaped, Tristan and Iseult met you at the tournament. It seems you were more than just an observer. They said you were looking for explosives, so I must assume you were behind the explosion. Why exactly? So you wanted to kill Smythe, but ended up causing the tragedy that gave them more power. I'd wager Mr. X was more fond of Smythe than he let on. But that's in the past. No point dwelling on it. I expect this Smythe character will take a role in things to come. We must be ready to face all the gentry can throw at us. They're with Smythe now. That gets me onto your next assignment. I want to strike a blow against the Tommies, but I don't want to take military action. At least not yet. Percival is looking into something that you can help with. Speak to him. Good luck, Sergeant.
Step right up, take a look. Take a look. Until next time. Come, see what I've got. Take a look. Bye.
Patience is key.
Hail, mate. What's your business?
Speak your mind. Greetings.
Looks like we just missed a fight in here.
Hail, Sergeant. No, I'm from a small coastal town in the west. Truth be told, there was a time where I'd do anything to avoid being in London. Farewell. Look where you're going.
Ah, there you are. Arthur told me of your arrival. I'd stand up to greet you, but I'm too busy with my work, as you can see. I am Percival, Head of Communications for Camelot. This is my personal office. Quite beautiful, no? Help, yes. Any assistance is much appreciated. You see, one of my duties is to keep in contact with all of the fractured factions in this great nation of ours. Partly to offer assistance, and partly to stop them from getting any bright ideas about assisting the other side. I've been in conversation with a strange tribe based in Brickton, and they are not happy with how these devious Tommies have been treating them. I, for one, can't stand to see oppression, especially when the oppressed have agreed to oust the Tommies in favor of Camelot protection. They don't like anything made after 1922, for one. They believe the Great War was a sign from the spirits that we should all return to living in huts. I believe any man, woman, or child should be free to live life as they desire, even if that means wiping their asses with sticks and stones. We stand to gain much more than mere tickets from this exchange. If we can show the people that Camelot stands for democracy and freedom, then it's only a matter of time before others follow in this tribe's footsteps. And if we can do it while kicking the Tommies in their righteous fannies, well, that's a win-win, isn't it? As expected of the gentry's foot soldiers, the Tommies see the tribe's quirky and strange beliefs as signs of savagery. Take their town's name, for example. Instead of referring to it as Brickton, the way the tribes have taken to calling it, the Tommies insist on referring to it as Brixton. They believe the Tommies are there to civilize them. I believe this is our chance to show the Tommies what civilization truly means. I can see now. I want you to go to Brickton and find Roach, the tribe's leader. He is a strange man. He has a plan on how to push the Tommies away. Help him return to me, and then perhaps you'll find yourself. What you see here is the result of hard. Now, good luck.
Patience is key, for the quest continues.
How I wish we could stay like this forever.
I humbly welcome you back to the land of Brickton. I had a feeling our fates would align once again. Mother Earth told me so. But I do wish our paths crossed once more under a kinder moon. For this one is littered with cunning and secrecy. Now, me and my fellow tribesmen have come up with 3 simple tasks that'll agitate the Tommies and push them out of our land without the need for violence. First, you shall poison their ration supplies with these laxatives. Then, you shall destroy the generator that's powering their turrets. And finally, you'll spread rumors about the man leading this battalion, the dreadful Lieutenant Doyle. Fulfill these 3 tasks, and soon the Tommies think they're here to civilize us, simply because we don't follow their beliefs and codes. But tell me, what worth is there in an ideology that has destroyed the world 10 times over and left it to rot? I'd take dying from preventable diseases 1,000 times over destroying the world with my ignorance. Watch your step.
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon. Be careful.
God save our gracious Queen.
Rule Britannia, Britannia rule the waves. Britons never, never, never shall be slaves. Private Kerr, sir!
Oh, sorry. Thought you were Lieutenant Doyle for a moment. How can I help you? Scared? Me? No, not at all. I have absolutely nothing to say about Lieutenant Doyle. I mean, yes, I don't quite enjoy his methods. And the way he constantly doles out surprise inspections whenever he feels like it. But it is not my place to comment on these things. Really? What is it? What? That can't be true. He promised to stay with us until the Brixton mission was done. Then again, he's always spoken poorly about our performance. And his disdain for Brixton is hard to miss. Thank you for sharing, but...
We won't go quietly. You can count on that.
What are you doing round these parts? You'd have to be insane to take on the Tommies.
Mind the gap and all that.
Oh, how I wish we could stay like this forever.
The earth trembles at your mighty footsteps. Has the great work begun? I've seen the fruits of your labour. Tommy's whispering rumours in between hurried trips to the loo and feeble attempts to fix their machines. For our next step, we're going after Major Sneed, a man who craves the city's crippling comforts, which is my way of saying that whenever he's here, he's always on the edge of giving up. Soon he'll be arriving in Brickton for his annual checkup, an affair he dreads with every passing winter. Through your handiwork, we're going to give him the little push he needs. First, you will spread anti-Sneed graffiti around his beloved outpost. Then, you will set fire to a pile of precious cow manure and create a foul smell over Brickton. And, finally, you will spread rumours about our dear Major. Farewell. Good luck. Tread lightly.
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon. Be careful.
Nice work.
There's nothing like the sound of nature during a lazy afternoon.
I wish I could meet the Queen.
You're back! I told all of my mates at the barracks about you. We knew there was something strange about Doyle. Scared? Absolutely not. I don't like his attitude, though. Every time he comes to survey us, he complains about the sorry state of Brixton. That's not our fault. Brixton. Well, go on then. Tell me. Who does he think he is? We need that time. They promised us they wouldn't cut our leave. Thank you for telling me the truth. Now it's my turn to go and share it.
wish we could stay like this forever.
The earth trembles at your mighty footsteps. How goes your labours? Yes, the fruits of your labour fill the air. Be it the sweet scent of manure, or even the sweeter sound of Sneedly insults. Laura, what's wrong?
It's Sneed. He's arrived at the gate and he's most unhappy.
Is that so? Wayfarer, go with Laura. See what you can learn and what we can use.
A disappointment? That's what you all are. A total, humongous, brutal disappointment to Queen and country!
Yes, sir. My apologies, sir.
I assigned you here to civilize these savages and to teach them the ways of our society, and what do I find? One of you geniuses mixed in laxatives with your rations, and now the toilets are filled to the brim with dung! Your generators have been sabotaged under your very eyes, and now the entire outpost is without electricity. I've heard disrespectful soldiers whispering nasty words about your great Lieutenant Doyle. Some ruffian has plastered uncivil words about me upon the outpost's walls. Soldiers have been asking me about baseless rumors, the origin of which puzzles and annoys me. The entire outpost smells like cow shite, no matter where you bloody are. And if that wasn't enough, now my precious wagon, filled with all of my necessities, is stuck on the path to this godforsaken place. That is why all of you are now on cleanup duty, and if I hear one word about it, I swear I'll send this entire outpost to the pits. Dismissed.
Sir. Yes, sir. You heard your superior officer. Move it! Move it! Move it!
You should tell Roach about this. I'll keep watch.
I see strange storm clouds in your horizon. Be careful.
I've seen this wagon before. Needs mythical wagons filled to the brim with trinkets and gadgetry and the sort of oddities this is a golden opportunity indeed need to survive. Now if Sneed were to find out that all of his extravagances were stolen, he might shut down the outpost for good. Wayfarer, how would you like to play Robin Hood? Because I need you to perform a little highway robbery. Take this letter and this hat. It identifies you as the Brickton Shadow, a notorious yet fictional highwayman, certain to strike fear into Sneed's heart. I'll leave the rest up to you. Go full.
Rule Britannia. Britannia rule the waves. Britons never, never, never.
Now, look alive, Goose. We can't have anyone rifling through the
Don't make me
Major's
carry
belongings.
that.
Halt!
State
This
your
area
business
is
or
off limits,
prepare to
civilian.
face
the cold steel of justice.
Ah, Goose, help me!
You've made the biggest mistake of your life. Never surrender. Pay.
Quit holding back. Come on, give me all you've got.
God save
Who the devil are you? And why are you not marching up and down this outpost like I told you all to do?
Long live our noble queen.
Then what are you doing here? Vacate the premises at once! Brixton what? Give me that. My God, I knew it. These people are barbarians. Well, if they'd rather live in the filth and grime, so be it. Lieutenant Doyle, come here at once.
Mind the gap and
Yes,
all
sir.
that.
I've had enough of this place. By the power invested in me, I am officially ordering the full and total abandonment of the godforsaken town of Brixton.
Thank God, sir. I'll be happy to never see this place ever again in my life.
You and me, Doyle. You and me. May these people rot in the rat-infested hell of their own creation.
We won't go quietly.
We'll
You
leave
can
that
count
fellow
on that.
Woodward here. He's basically native at this point anyway. Now, let's get the hell out of here.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, rain. Now I won't need another shower for...
hope Camelot's soldiers are more respectful than the Tommies.
I can think of no better reward for your work than my lucky finally over. Fashioned out of bones harvested from the canyon herself, and it's all thanks to your best efforts. Not only as a charm, but a symbol, a representation of our enduring love for you, Wayfarer. Now go, and may the canyon watch you on your future endeavors.
Oh, how I wish we could stay like this forever.
Wow, you're pretty good with your hands.